Welcome to my channel Echoes of Coin. In 1913, America put its past on a 5-cent coin. A face carved from real Native American leaders. A buffalo modeled from a living legend. But within months, the design was changed forever. Why did this powerful coin shock bankers, confuse merchants, and become one of the most iconic nickels in U.S. history? The answer is hidden in 5 cents of metal. The United States 5-cent coin of 1913, commonly known as the Buffalo nickel, stands as one of the most iconic and emotionally powerful coins ever produced by the U.S. Mint. Its design marked a dramatic departure from the classical and restrained coinage that had dominated American money for decades. When this coin entered circulation in 1913, it immediately captured the spirit of the nation by reflecting America's rugged past, its native heritage, and its untamed western frontier. The Buffalo nickel was not merely a medium of exchange. It was a statement of identity, pride, and cultural memory at a time when the United States was rapidly modernizing. Before 1913, the Liberty Head nickel, also known as the V-nickel, had been in circulation since 1883. By the early 20th century, there was growing dissatisfaction with its uninspired design. President Theodore Roosevelt strongly believed that American coinage should reflect artistic excellence equal to that of ancient Greek and Roman coins. His push for beauty and symbolism in U.S. money set the stage for a complete transformation of American coin designs. Although Roosevelt left office in 1909, his influence continued to shape U.S. coinage reforms in the years that followed. The Liberty Head nickel had already surpassed the minimum 25-year requirement needed before a coin could be redesigned without congressional approval. This opened the door for the U.S. Mint to commission a new design for the 5-cent piece. The goal was ambitious: to create a coin that represented something distinctly American rather than borrowing from European traditions. This task fell to sculptor James Earle Fraser, a student of the famous artist Augustus St. Gaudens and a man deeply connected to the American West. James Earle Fraser's life experiences profoundly influenced the Buffalo nickel's design. As a child, Fraser grew up in the Dakota Territory, where he witnessed firsthand the last days of America's frontier era. He saw Native American tribes struggling to survive as westward expansion displaced them, and he observed massive buffalo herds being driven nearly to extinction. These memories stayed with him and later became the emotional foundation for the Buffalo nickel. Fraser envisioned a coin that would honor the original inhabitants of the land and the animals that once dominated the American plains. His design featured a powerful Native American profile on the obverse and a majestic American bison on the reverse. Unlike previous coins that idealized classical beauty, this design was raw, realistic, and unapologetically American. The Native American portrait on the obverse is not a depiction of a single individual but rather a composite of several Native American leaders. Fraser later stated that he combined the features of Iron Tail of the Lakota Sioux, Two Moons of the Cheyenne, and Big Tree of the Kiowa tribe. The result was a face that carried dignity, strength, and sorrow, symbolizing the collective spirit of Native American nations rather than a single tribe or person. The word liberty appears to the right of the portrait, carved simply but boldly, while the year 1913 is placed on the shoulder. Unlike earlier coins where liberty was shown as a classical goddess, this portrayal represented liberty through the lived experience of America's first peoples, making a powerful statement about freedom and history. On the reverse, Fraser placed an American bison, commonly called a buffalo. This animal was chosen not only for its immense presence but also for what it symbolized. Once numbering in the tens of millions, buffalo herds were nearly wiped out by the late 19th century due to overhunting and industrial expansion. By 1913, the buffalo had become a symbol of loss, resilience, and the vanishing wilderness. The buffalo on the coin was modeled after a real animal named Black Diamond, who lived at the Central Park Zoo in New York City. Black Diamond's massive frame and rugged stance were captured with remarkable realism. The buffalo stands on a raised mound, conveying strength and endurance. Above it appears the inscription United States of America, while below is 5 cents. The national motto E pluribus unum is placed discreetly above the buffalo's back. When the Buffalo nickel was released into circulation in 1913, the public reaction was immediate and intense. Many Americans praised the design for its boldness and originality. Newspapers described it as a masterpiece of modern coin art, and collectors quickly recognized it as something special. However, the coin also faced criticism, particularly from bankers and merchants who found the raised design impractical for everyday use. One of the most significant issues with the 1913 Buffalo nickel was the placement of the denomination 5 cents. In the original design, now known as the Type 1 Buffalo nickel, the denomination was positioned on the raised mound beneath the buffalo. This high-relief area wore down quickly in circulation, sometimes making the denomination nearly unreadable. This caused confusion and concern among merchants who feared fraud or misidentification. As a result, the U.S. Mint made a mid-year modification to the design in 1913. In the revised version, known as the Type 2 Buffalo nickel, the buffalo was placed on a flat line rather than a mound, and the denomination was recessed into the coin to protect it from wear. This change created one of the most famous and collectible varieties in U.S. coinage history, as both Type 1 and Type 2 versions exist for the year 1913. The 1913 Buffalo nickel was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint carry no mint mark, while Denver coins feature a small D, and San Francisco coins bear an S beneath the denomination on the reverse. Each mint produced millions of coins, but survival rates vary greatly depending on condition and variety. The Philadelphia 1913 Type 1 Buffalo nickel is especially popular among collectors because it represents the original artistic vision of James Earle Fraser. While not extremely rare in lower grades, high-quality examples with full detail are highly sought after and command significant premiums. The Type 2 Philadelphia issue is also widely collected and valued for its improved practicality. Denver and San Francisco issues from 1913 are generally scarcer than their Philadelphia counterparts, particularly in higher grades. Coins from these mints often exhibit weaker strikes due to production challenges, making sharply detailed specimens especially valuable today. One of the defining characteristics of Buffalo nickels, including the 1913 issues, is their tendency to wear quickly. The high-relief design, while visually stunning, was not ideal for mass circulation. As a result, many surviving coins show heavy wear, especially on the date and the buffalo's horn. Fully visible dates on Buffalo nickels are prized because the date area was one of the first details to fade. Over time, the 1913 Buffalo nickel became more than just currency. It evolved into a cultural artifact representing a turning point in American history. The coin was introduced at a time when the frontier was officially declared closed. Native American populations were being forced onto reservations, and industrialization was transforming the nation. In this context, the Buffalo nickel served as a reminder of what was being lost in the march toward progress. The coin remained in production until 1938, when it was replaced by the Jefferson nickel. Despite its relatively short lifespan compared to other U.S. coins, the Buffalo nickel left an indelible mark on American numismatics. Among all the years it was minted, 1913 holds a special place as the beginning of this legendary series. Collectors today view the 1913 Buffalo nickel as an essential piece of any serious U.S. coin collection. Its historical importance, artistic merit, and variety options make it endlessly fascinating. Whether in worn condition or pristine mint state, each coin tells a story of America's past, its people, and its landscapes. The legacy of the 1913 Buffalo nickel extends beyond collecting circles. Its design has been revived in modern commemorative coins, bullion issues, and popular culture. The image of the Native American and the buffalo continues to resonate as symbols of strength, endurance, and identity. In modern auctions, high-grade 1913 Buffalo nickels, especially Type 1 examples with strong strikes, can sell for thousands of dollars. Even lower-grade coins hold steady value due to their popularity and historical significance. The coin's appeal crosses borders, attracting collectors worldwide who appreciate American history and artistic coinage. What makes the 1913 Buffalo nickel truly timeless is its honesty. It does not romanticize history without acknowledging struggle. The Native American portrait carries a solemn dignity, and the buffalo stands firm yet vulnerable, reflecting a nation built on expansion but shaped by loss. This emotional depth is rare in coin design and is a major reason why the Buffalo nickel remains beloved more than a century after its creation. The 1913 5-cent Buffalo nickel is not just the first year of a famous series. It is a bold artistic declaration frozen in metal. It captures the soul of a nation at a crossroads between past and future, wilderness and industry, tradition and change. Every surviving coin is a silent witness to that moment in American history, making it one of the most powerful and meaningful coins ever struck by the United States Mint.